Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Thursday, December 11th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll start with this image. This is an 8-month channel bottom at 405.74 that we tested about a month ago, 2 weeks in a row actually, and above which, still expecting the upper 520s over the next 2 to 3 months, roughly 529.48 in reach over that time horizon, and able to contain quarterly, possibly annual buying pressures. This is, after all, a 6-year long-term rising channel top, and that is really the long-term upside anyway. In a nutshell, downside would be a settlement below 405.74, then indicating a good high at least through the first quarter of 26, possibly into later next year, because within 2 or 3 months I would expect 316.59. That's roughly a descending it's a 2/3. It is a 5/8 downside Fibonacci, roughly. There's also a rising speed line. It is in this mid-310s where we could actually bottom out into the second quarter. I would call it a 1 to 3 month target depending on volatility, and can contain monthly, possibly quarterly selling pressures. But as I've also been saying, that if we do violate that 405.74 rising channel bottom, we've got this kind of vicious, wild volatility wave action that's been playing out now for the last year or so. And if we close below 405.74, we could unwind all the way back to 203.25, and that would be nothing unusual with respect to what has actually played out over the last year or so. So this could be kind of a 6-month target at 203.25 if we were to close below 405.75, but we are above 405.74, and as long as that is the case, we are expecting this 529.48 level over the next couple, 2-3 months. 406.78, by the way, on the daily chart. We did close above this structure about a week ago, back below it, now above it. I still like it as a session containment level, but in terms of our down pivot, well, I like 444.88 more. Now, we're including both here. More or less the slippage factor. And yes, if we close today below, let's say we close today at 444.50, you know, we're still above yesterday's low. We're still above this channel top. So at least for the time being, I still want to call it a range. I think you can buy into 444.88, 3 to 5 day swing traders, anticipating 474.07. And yes, I think 2 to 3 week swing traders can buy 444.88, expecting that a 488.53 December high from last year. Onward and upward into the 520s as we continue into the first quarter. And that kind of covers the upside. On the way down, we do have 556.23, simple trend line off the highs, can contain intraday highs. If we push through or open above 456.23 today, we can see 474.07 by the closing bell. That would be a double top, at least for the day. And we might top out here into next week, fall away to some extent.
If you're looking for your daily NVIDIA analysis, you can now find it at wickedstocks.com, where it's part of a full suite of daily analysis videos, including the Daily SPY Report and Daily Triple Q Report. Sign up now and get immediate access so you don't miss a single day.
Closing above 474.07 is a secondary buy signal to 488 and change by the end of next week, where once again we can double top on a daily, weekly basis. But overall, once again, still expecting the upper 520s, 529.48 over the next 2 to 3 months, so long as we continue holding above 405.74. Talking downside, kind of rifling through these, it is a downward pivot point at 443.66. You can buy this 443, 444 handle support. And I'm talking to day traders who could then anticipate 456.23, or 3 to 5 day swing traders, back to this image, who would anticipate 474.07. But if we do close below 443.66, the market has indicated 406.78 within 1 to 2 weeks, depending on volatility. 406.78 is on the daily chart what we find on the weekly at 405.74. This zone, once again, can contain selling through January, through the first quarter, above which the upper 520s remain a 2 to 3 month target. If for whatever reason we were to close any week below 405.74, as I say, 2 to 3 month target down to 316.59, and within a half year of activity, we could find ourselves in the low 200s. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I will, of course, be back tomorrow with Friday's Tesla report, and you have a great day.